if you really think about it. Anakin Skywalker was born without a father, enslaved as a child, and immediately told he was the chosen one by the universe.
Prophecy is true.
That basically recaps the first two movies in the trilogy. Welcome to Star Wars Revenge of the Sith by
Neurodivergent.
So we start with the iconic Star Wars recap. General Grievous, aka the robot with fidget spinner arms, kidnaps the space president, and he's trying to flee the planet with the hostage. The Republic's response? Just send two space wizards with glow sticks. We start following the two space wizards in a space chase, lasers all around like they just entered the wrong neighborhood at night. A bunch of these Clanker hummingbirds are already in their pursuit, so the space wizards assemble a squad of professionally expendable side characters to help them get through the hallway of guaranteed casualties.
This is where the fun begins.
Oh, and that's a meme? Casualty maxing. Clanker hummingbirds activates missiles. Anakin does the spin evade. Brilliant. Obi-Wan's controller disconnects, and there's parasites in the missiles. Obi-Wan was ready to sacrifice himself. Bro, we're 5 minutes into the movie. Relax. Saving bro maxing. Anakin deactivates the shields, and just like that, they're in. Obi-Wan makes the coolest landing possible with the front flip triple kill. He definitely sent that clip to Face Clan. Meanwhile, Anakin takes his sweet time choosing a parking spot. Then they just kill every robot. R2 locates the Chancellor. Oh shit, it's fidget spinner arms Grievous. Sounds like he's got terminal lung cancer. Health crisis maxing. So that's where the Captain America elevator scene was inspired from.
Whee!
Now R2 is literally smoking his ops. Hostage tied in the middle. Dramatic lighting. They definitely just enter the boss room. Dooku hits the dramatic entrance. Yeah, you guys are cooked. He's Prestige Master. Respectfully, touch some grass. The retirement home is calling. I'll get away this time. I'm Dooku.
You won't get away this time, Dooku.
Now it's a 2v1, unfair as hell, and Grandpa's still not losing. Old man just force yeets Obi-Wan across the room. Obi-Wan's back after killing two Torta droids in the hallway. Dooku force grabs him by the neck.
No scope.
And he throws Obi-Wan again just to confirm gravity still works. Dooku force slams a whole bridge on this man. He's out. Anakin gets pissed and just levels up the difficulty. He starts smashing the light attacks like he just found out combos are real. My arthritis hits harder than that. Nah, this pissed Anakin off even more. Generational lock-in, he gives no time to recover. Give me that shit. Slices the hands smooth off. He then catches the lightsaber, immediately enters the executioner stance, lightsaber maxing.
Kill him now.
Space President starts being a real bad influence right now. Anakin's conflicted, but he ends up just doing it anyway. Good boy. Fight 1. Morality lost. Ships crashing. Time to go. Space warfare is just pirate ships with Wi-Fi. The ships start falling at 90 degrees, so gravity switches. They make it, but immediately get trapped. R2 comes to the rescue, but gets brutally bullied. Fidget Spinner gets real close just to trash talk.
You are inefficient flesh.
Are you sure about that?
R2 hits distraction mode, and everyone just starts throwing hands. They each get jumped by a stainless steel scarecrow, which they effortlessly take care of. Grievous joins the battle, picks up the spear and breaks the window of the ship, which vacuums everything. A man spec'd heavily into vacuum resistance. He skipped health upgrades and went all in on space immunity. He finds his way back to safety, evacuates the ship after sinking it. I learned to drive spaceship in scout school. Don't worry, bro. And everyone starts evacuating. Anakin somehow crash lands half a ship, so the rescue is technically a success. They get escorted to the Senate. Everyone immediately starts glazing Anakin. The president says the war won't end until Grievous is dead. Good. Can't end the war until we see a full-powered Beyblade Sith. Anakin sneaks off to see his girl. Illegal by Jedi law. Finds out he's gonna be a father. Well, fuck it, we ball. Grievous escapes to, Green? Joins a Zoom meeting with an evil guy. He kinda seems familiar. Basically, he foreshadows his next apprentice will be really powerful. I wonder who that could be? Anakin and Padme on their penthouse rooftop?
It's only because I'm so in love.
No. No, it's because I'm so in love with you.
Anakin has a nightmare about his girl dying in childbirth. Yikes. I wonder if that's gonna matter later? Leave your guesses in the comments. So he goes to Yoda for advice. Yoda basically says attachment, bad. Death, fake. Fear, cringe. Let go. Gibberish maxing. Meanwhile, in politics, president gets more political powers. Jedis don't like it. President does not care.
We do not care.
And he's in Anakin's ear glazing like, you're special. They don't appreciate you. You deserve more. Full grooming speedrun. The Jedi put Anakin on the council. No master rank. He is furious. Then Obi-Wan hits him with, by the way, spy on the Chancellor. So now he's disrespected and wearing a wire. The Jedi don't trust Anakin, which is ironic because they just asked him to betray the one guy who does. They even start side-eyeing the prophecy. Maybe HR read that wrong. I don't know. Quick war talk with his girl. They reminisce about the old days. Love maxing. Then the Chancellor calls Anakin in. Says he also doesn't trust the Jedi Council. Wow, crazy coincidence. Also, he knows a lot about the dark side. Suspiciously lore accurate. He even claims he knows how to cheat death. Anakin is definitely interested. Yoda lands where Grievous was supposed to be. He rallies the Wookiees. Star Wars, A Way of Water. Short student to master moment. Appreciation exchange. Obi-Wan goes to hunt Grievous. Anakin has another nightmare. Padme dies again. And this time, Obi-Wan is there. Yeah, good way to keep relationships intact. Anakin confides in Padme. He's spiraling. He's willing to do anything to save her. Historically, that never ends well. Obi-Wan lands on green to hunt Grievous. His Uber ride leaves. He takes out a new Ford F-150 for the dirt roads. He infiltrates. Could have gone for the sneak attack, but he's just like, fuck it, we ball.
Hello there.
And that's another meme.
What's up, Up?
Immediately surrounded, 4 scarecrows approaching. And he don't want none of that.
I'll slime this fella myself.
He enters multi-arm double akimbo saber stance. After all this build-up, Grievous activate full fidget spinner Beyblade rotation mode. Lets it rip. Obi-Wan spots an opening and commits. Front flips over him. Bro has 4 arms and 4 lightsabers. How you letting this happen? Now he goes super aggressive. Chop that wrist. Oh, and another. Clones reinforcements pull up.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
All this trash talk just to get pushed away. He goes in his Cybertruck like a scrawny little ant. That's a bottom feeder move right there. Bro thought he was clavicular. Obi-Wan hops in the remote control F-150. High-speed chase begins. Obi-Wan fumbles the lightsaber. The council says Grievous is almost finished. The president admits he's the Sith. And if Anakin wants to save Padme, he has to obey him. We're back in the chase. Obi-Wan steals his weapon. A yoink, starts pressing him, jumps on his ride before the exit. They get thrown through the windshield. Obi-Wan picks up the staff, disarms Grievous, liver shot, zap, kick, gets bitch slapped away. Get the fuck out of here, bitch! Obi-Wan gets thrown around like he's a 3rd grader in every fight, grabs his collar, dodges the punch, rips the core open. Bruh, how does this dude have 0 flesh on him? Brother is 97% hardware.
Holy Christ, there's nothing left.
He slaps this dude again. Obi-Wan's like 27 pounds wet, I swear. He tries to kick him. Takes recoil damage? Yeah, nah. I'm uninstalling at that point. He gets thrown around again. Grievous is done playing. Obi-Wan has the quick draw perk enabled. Grabs the Glock 19. Obi-Wan does 4 crits in a row. Grievous basically combusts to death. What a way to go out. At least he didn't die of cancer. Am I right? Anakin goes straight to Sam L. Jackson to snitch on his own boy Palpatine. Windu benches Anakin for this mission.
Back to the lobby.
He goes AFK to cry, responds, and decides to go anyway. Windu assembles a squad of professionally expendable side characters. We saw you goon in the hallway.
It's treason, then.
Does the 360 no-scope dive, straight into the gut, then slices the other MF in half. And the third one. Now it's a 1v1, matchup is pretty even. Windu starts winning. Now that's where shit starts going downhill. Anakin pulls up, perfect timing, terrible timing. Palpatine fires the lightning and somehow does more damage to himself than anyone else. Bro looks like a used battery. Anakin just freezes. You can literally watch the morality bar flickering. Windu goes in for the kill. Anakin makes a choice, and gone. Palpatine unloads his lightning for a solid 10 seconds, straight up microwaving this man, then yeets him out the window. Boss fight complete.
Brother,
I don't know about you, But if this is my future master, I feel significantly less safe than before. Palpatine gives him a new name.
Darth Vader.
Yeah, it's basic pop culture now, but let's be real, that might be the hardest name ever dropped. This alongside Wolfgang Mozart Amadeus. Shit is so off that Yoda picks it up through the Force, Anakin heads to the Jedi Temple with a squad of clones. You know what's about to happen. Meanwhile, on green, the clones hand Obi-Wan his lightsaber back. Seconds later, Order 66 activates. Order 66 was basically ordering the genocide of the Jedis. Unreal timing. Obi-Wan gets shot down from his F-150. He falls in the water and makes it. This man's is either indestructible or the luckiest man alive at that point. Now we get a kill cam of every Jedi. Potato head, backstab. Tentacle hair, executed. Crab head, gunned down. This one, bike crash, skill issue. Yoda checks the feed. Backflip, double kill, Force disengage. At that point, Anakin's morality is gone. He finds the younglings hiding, and they look at him like he is still the chosen one, the one meant to bring balance to the Force. Yeah, about that. It's like Padme knows something terrible happened. She's just probably not expecting the part where her boyfriend murdered a classroom.
What?
The ups and downs of a relationship, I guess. Obi-Wan survived. Yoda escapes the planet. Obi-Wan escapes green. Anakin meets Padme. Says everything's gonna be alright. He promises peace. He also omits several irreversible details. The surviving Jedi regroup. Plan is simple. Infiltrate the temple. Anakin is on Lava Planet. He shuts them doors. I would not want to be in that room in this particular moment. Yoda and Obi-Wan fight their way past the clones. They make it inside and realize what happened.
Oh no!
Chancellor riles up everyone in a very dictatorship type of way. Cut back to Anakin. That look? Yeah, he's gone. It's Darth Vader now. They pull up the security recording. Watch it not. Only suffering you will find. Come on, old man. It can't be that bad. He watches. Obi-Wan breaks the news to Padme. No sugarcoating. That's what I call a hurdle in the relationship. Vader is practicing some evil looks again. Visible emotional collapse. Minimal aura loss. Obi-Wan and Padme join to go try to reason with Vader. Zoom call break. Anakin with the warm welcome. Obi-Wan told me you switched up on the day ones. Vader tries to gaslight her into thinking he did the right thing. I only murdered kids, greenlit the Jedi Purge, installed a dictatorship, and now I want to rule the galaxy. Which is a crazy resume for someone claiming he's still the good guy. Now Padme does love him, but love only stretches so far before it hits the genocide and dictatorship paywall.
I love you.
Liar!
He sees Obi-Wan, and then nothing says I've changed like Force choking the only person still on your side. Now they're eyeing each other, the monologues ramp up.
If you're not with me, then you're my enemy.
Ah, there it is. The point of no return. Lightsabers get drawn, Vader backflips into battle. As they start to size each other up, Obi-Wan stays defensive, grounded, controlled. He gets sent flying again. But this time, he does not fall. Meanwhile, across the galaxy, Yoda confronts the Source, two forces older than the war itself, instantly gets microwaved, back on Lava Planet, Obi-Wan still defending, Anakin's pressing forward, relentless, reckless. He's fighting like someone who needs to win more than someone who needs to be right. They gradually discover new areas of the map, no hills, no mistakes, no hesitation. Yoda wakes up, pushes Sidious across the room. Swords are drawn. Yoda's super agile. He flips twice over this man's. Sabers collide, just like toddlers fighting with pool noodles. Anakin chokes Obi-Wan. He's gasping. His own saber turning against his throat. Kick! Obi-Wan breaks free. Get up. Anakin doesn't wait. Drop kick. Gets back up. Now it's his turn. Kick. Both reach. Sabers snap back into their hands. Brotherhood collides.
Oh, blocked by James!
Back with the other two. The battle becomes theatrical. The stage rises up. Sidious is trying to be evil and composed, and Yoda is fighting like he drank 4 espressos and remembered Vietnam. Back with the other two. No space, no wind up, just blades. Sabers collide. Force push back. They mirror each other. Same move, twice. You can feel it. Years of training together. Muscle memory fighting muscle memory. Then, equal force. Both get launched back. Distance again. Anakin lunges, deflected onto some random control board. They exit the room still fighting. Gets kicked again. At that point, Obi-Wan is officially a tank. Yoda chases Sidious. Sidious throws a bunch of seats. Yoda gracefully evades them all. Last one comes flying. Nah, playtime's over. Sends it straight back to the owner. Sidious dodges as Yoda comes at him. Domain expansion. Microwave. Right back at him. Yoda falls. Now for the other two, they start to go in a dangerous area. That's a cool shot. Yoda escapes through the tunnels. Sidious wants his minions to find him. The crane falls. They fight vertically. I don't think this was in the Jedi fighting books. Yoda gets his Uber ride. He's out. Lava waterfall incoming. That's the cue to Indiana Jones out of here. He still finds a way to keep the fight going. Obi-Wan lands on the floating drone. Vader jumps onto an even smaller droid. Bro is chasing the up like it's a game of galactic tag. I think that's where aura farming peaks right there.
Bro, it's not that deep. Why are you so mad?
You stole my 10% Uber Eats coupon. He flips onto his platform. As far as stakes, that's pretty much the limit. They fight until Obi-Wan finds the high ground.
I have the high ground!
And I'm pretty sure you know what's coming.
You underestimate my power!
As far as power estimation, Obi-Wan was actually spot on. Anakin blazes into flames. Obi-Wan just assumes he's pretty much done. And honestly, not much more to do at that point. He goes back to the ship. Padme asks if Anakin is alright. Let's just say he's grounded. Sidious arrives just in time to save Vader, transports him away. While Padme is giving birth, we get the coolest suit-up scene in fiction. Bro becomes 60% Clanker. In the US, this procedure would cost probably around like $10 billion. The Darth Vader name fits this aesthetic much more than the previous version. That is hardcore drip right there. Padme dies. Sidious tells Vader that he killed her, which is cap, but probably the best thing to say right now. In a fit of rage, she destroys the whole room. Appropriate. They learn that Padme gave birth to twins. They hide him for obvious reasons. Honestly, it's probably the only time it's good for kids to grow up not knowing their real dad. Padme's funeral, Vader builds the Death Star, their kids get relocated to new loving parents, and the rest is history. Like, subscribe, and if you've got any other movie ideas I could do, just drop them in the comments and I might just fucking do it.